crack on people. I like that. The Rise Guys rock.
This is the Rise Guys Morning Show.
The Rise Guys.
Oh, Lord. I
Yeah.
saw a commercial for Smile 2. Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah, I saw that too, that commercial.
And see, I'm like, I think back to that night where the guy confused the two movies.
What happened? I know what happened.
We were at an event. We were giving away Blu-ray copies of Smile. And I assume the wife or girlfriend picks it up and looks at it and says, "Ooh, what's this about?" And the husband says, "That's the one where the woman's got teeth in her vagina."
She said it's going to be me later.
But that was called Teeth.
Yes.
That was a real movie, believe it or not.
So Smile is different than Teeth.
He was thinking a Vertical Smile.
You're right.
Uh-oh.
And he got the movies backwards, but yeah, I saw that. It was that first one sucked. It's like it wasn't even gory. It was not even good.
Well,
stupid dumb movie.
Several people are saying, first off, we're live streaming this video wise. Facebook.com/Rise Guys, YouTube at the Rise Guys.
We're gonna set the mood.
We'll get them on the other ones momentarily.
We're gonna set the mood.
We'll set the mood real quick.
Let's turn the lights out. Get the puke bucket ready. Several are asking, why didn't we just watch the movie on tape or video it? Because we can't play it like that. No. I don't know how people get away with doing that on like YouTube where they do the first reactions, which they're mostly bull crap.
That's a good question.
This is the first time I've heard this song. It's 35 years old. Never heard it before. Okay.
Likely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because usually our screeners now they're digital links and they have an expiration. Kind of like how theaters get movies now. Close to it.
They get them digitally?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Makes sense.
Like it opens at a certain and then closes at a certain date. So you watch the hell out of it as many times as
so they don't make. There's no such thing as a film sale anymore.
No, not really.
The strips of them. Okay.
Unless it's like a Tarantino movie, I guess he does it that way sometimes. Try to shoot on film.
I got the bucket here.
How gory is it?
Just so I come from a time when they used to advertise haunted houses as saying this haunted house. They might even say like 4 people went in, but only 3 came out. They would use that in the stuff. And most sane people would hear that and say, okay, yeah. But and then when you hear movies start off before they really even hit theaters, like at the what do they call them? The premieres, that people were getting up and people were throwing up in their seats and they were violently ill because that's good marketing in a weird way.
Yeah, really.
But it's usually bull crap until I watch the screener.
It's hard to get into some movies like that, like for me personally, because if it's too over the top, I don't get sick.
Yeah.
I was like, well, it's got to be somewhat believable.
I mean, how gross is it?
There are a couple scenes that are kind of believable that are really rough.
First off, it's Terrifier 3 is the movie. I was not aware of 1 or 2. So I get in the movie not knowing the storyline. Nor did I realize that the murderer is a guy named Art the Clown. And if you've listened to this show for any time, I hate the hell out of clowns. I like the ones that pick up crippled children, the Shriner clowns. Those are good people.
Yeah, they're good dudes.
Ronald McDonald, I blame him for the part of my health conditions right now.
Well, he told you to take the cover off the nuggets, not the cover. What do you call it? The breading. Take the breading off the nuggets.
That's what they told me at fat camp. What's your favorite part? I like the breading. Okay. So that's probably not the
nugget.
You just peel it off. But man, I'm sitting there looking, I'm like, that's some of the best parts of it.
It is the best part.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Don't get the Krispies when you go to Long John Silver's. I'm like,
that's the premium side. Anyway. The first part of the movie is that kind of what
I didn't finish the whole movie, and you can go ahead in the comments and call me all the words. I don't care. I've called myself those things.
Why didn't you finish?
Because it's sick. and it's gross.
Okay.
And
Fair enough.
it's a clown. First off, I don't trust them. I think
No.
they are what you see when you trip acid and stuff, like the jesters and all that. I think that's where the whole sign of a clown comes from, the Nephilim.
Yeah. It's going to be
I don't know how
hard.
to spell it, but you can Google it.
That's the spot between your anus and
That's the
genitals.
perineum, not the Nephilim.
Like you have to give a couple spoilers, right? This is really the only way you can talk about it.
There's suspense and scary, and then there's just downright disgusting.
The one part I don't want to go too far into is not so much a spoiler. It's just like people don't want to hear that. I'll just say this, and you, fat boy, you say what you like.
This would be fun.
There's certain things in movies, in horror movies, if you, without even saying it, there's certain things in horror movies that just never happens. You don't do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It just never happens. You understand what I'm saying? Probably not. That's I'm too loose with that. Usually, though, like you notice, like something might happen at a camp somewhere, and all the teenage counselors get slayed, and all the other.
Yeah.
But
in a bad way.
But those that are under a certain age are usually there somehow safe and everything's fine. Oh God, not in this movie.
No common sense.
Nah, yeah, that's the part that was kind of, and that was kind of toward the beginning too. You're like, I really don't want to hear this. Like that's what's worse. You don't see it, you hear it.
It's just certain things it doesn't need to be in a movie.
Like, the other part was
the chainsaw.
Well, that's the other part. The other part, like the part with the head, his head.
I don't know that. I didn't see that.
That was a little over the top. So of course, all right, look, you turned out by now anyway, if you didn't want to hear what happened. So his body doesn't have a head until he goes and gets a head, which is actually his head, but it's his head birthed by somebody else. But it's his actual head, and that's all she gave birth to was his head. Which I was at this point, I'm like, this is stupid. Like it's not even scary or gory, really. But that's what I get. Like I don't get sick from it. I'm just like, well, this is absurd. And then that part was just.
All right, I'm going to spoil it because you don't need to see it.
I think I'm lost in the birthday.
They get you with this one scene where it's like, oh, they're getting naked and getting in the shower.
Uh-huh.
All right. Now, there's never going to be full-on coitus because it never happens. They're never like, all right, boy, that was good sex. Now let's find something to watch on TV or whatever. Usually, Jason's going to come up with a pitchfork and get them, usually in the stomach area. Okay. They never go after any of the nefarious areas, do they?
Plus, he never looks either.
Thing.
He's not a horny killer. He never was like jiggling a boob or nothing and then stabbing people. He's just like, he straight up kills all the time. There's no hint to anything that's going to happen.
Which you want a perverted killer,
but this is the worst kill ever in a movie.
I mean, it really is.
I think.
You remember the scene in the strip club page on the movie 7 where they showed the strap-on apparatus?
Yeah.
Okay. In that vein, God, why you see this is to humiliate me. Am I in the Illuminati now? You humiliate me live on the.
See if I got something that's going to help you out real quick.
We got sound effects.
I know what you're going to do.
I might have one.
You're going to make somebody down in Georgia very happy right now, aren't you?
It might take a second, but I think I got something that's going to help you out.
This couple gets in the shower page and, you're thinking, all right, this will be titillating.
Ooh.
And for you, that means a lot. There's the Art the Clown has a chainsaw and he puts the end of that chainsaw somewhere, turns it on, man.
Yeah, he does. Like it is. And the guy's selling it too. He really is. Which should be hard to do because you can't really actually do that to somebody.
No. God, why?
But okay. Is that creative or is that over the top or both? Or I don't have what I was going to give you. But
I don't understand and help me figure it out. Because I won't change my mind about it, but like what's the enjoyment of that?
I don't know.
I mean, I like the suspense. I like the whodunits. Those are fun. But with those movies, you already know who did it. Who did it is the damn who's named in the movie.
I like to be scared with suspense if it's scary.
You don't want to sit there and start to feel
nauseating.
Like, yes, like I'm feeling right now. You know, so perspiration. Shoot,
I'm going to tell you, like,
I have nothing to cover my
there are
head.
certain
with.
movies I can't watch people being tortured.
I
So I
feel like a
don't
guy
think,
singing the blues right now. I got to keep washing my head.
like James Brown.
but to have somebody like to be scared and have like it
You're like
to imply that something's going to happen, like maybe the killer is going to go chase you in the woods. I'm okay with that, like Friday the 13th or something like that. But I don't want to see people mutilated and tortured
Wrecked him up.
ever.
Yeah.
Did you see the one? Okay, this is from Amanda in the comment section. She said, I took my daughter and niece to watch it yesterday, and it wasn't
What?
scary as they made it out to be.
How old are they?
That's a good question.
God.
How old are they, Amanda?
Look away. They're putting the chainsaw in his butt.
It got so rough to when they actually do other kills. It's kind of over the top. Like that's not an over the top kill, but compared to everything else that's going on that we've already seen, it just adds to it. And it's not like just the whole thing together is really sick.
I did not get to the Santa Claus scene. What happened?
Well, that's when the family, like
Oh, is that
the
to the
kids.
end?
Yeah, well, I think we started at different points, and like that's where you hear the kid getting.
Oh, that
The
was
kid?
Yeah, you hear it.
Oh, good God.
He ends,
with the mall.
no, he ends up getting the whole family, but you hear the kid first, and then you just like a family of 4. There's 2 kids involved, but
That was the same time when. God, we're totally giving the whole thing away now. But when they froze the head, froze him with the
I don't think I made it to that point. I remember the head being born. I saw that. I definitely saw that part.
No, you didn't see with the snowman.
I don't think so.
How the hell did we watch different parts of it though? I started at the beginning. I did not finish.
I wonder if we got 2 different links and
No,
it's
we
just like 2
watched
parts.
2 different
Same
movies.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's not the worst. You know what? I was thinking that's not the worst
What is?
or goriest I've
God,
seen.
this sucks.
I saw one that was way worse than this.
Faces of Death 3. I swear I saw that at the damn Carmike in Greenville, and I had to go to I was one of the people who stood up, and I went in the bathroom and messed
You
up their
throw up?
sink so bad.
You get sick?
Yeah, I just went to not Papa's and Beer. What was the other one? Used to be another one on.
El Toro,
Might have been Monterey. Over
El
at,
Jimador.
probably it's Speedy Gonzalez. I know that. And I just went there. And then I'm
Speedy.
all just all clammy.
Sweaty.
Yeah, and of course my friends have to make fun of me and stuff afterwards
Because you wussed out.
because I stayed in the lobby and sat on one of them leather benches till it was all over with.
Yeah, it's not the one I saw. I mean, I saw it, but that's not the one I'm talking about. God, man, it's so many bad movies.
Yes, man.
Like so much gore. Thank you very much. Like too much gore.
Like, why do movies like Human Centipede need to be made?
They made that 3 times, I want to say. I know at least twice, but maybe 3. I want to say there's 3 of those. I saw one somebody sent me, man, that was awful.
Is it just to see if you can make it through it without vomiting, or what's the attraction? To
I don't
that?
like those kind of the
make you
porn ones are
uncomfortable?
fun. Like, see how long you can watch this without. But I don't like stuff like that. The beauty in this movie is you might throw up. What?
You might have nightmares, or you may be a serial killer if you're not affected by this at all.
Somebody sent it to me, like saying, "Look, I think you might want to watch this."
Just like,
What?
nailed it.
You want to pause here?
Yeah, we'll take a break because though it was the worst movie I had ever seen, I looked it up, and as far
Just
as
flipped off a text message.
as far as other people go, it didn't even crack the top 5. I'll tell you what did though, because a lot of people agree on the same movie. Like this is the worst movie ever.
Fat boy, you. This guy says it's the same scene. There was the when the clown was dressed like Santa Claus. That was the same thing, and the little girl hears everything, and then you think, oh God, she's
That's
safe,
horrible.
and then she's not.
I think I might have movie trauma. I got
You don't
got my
need
parts
to
mixed
have
up.
that in movies, man. There ain't no need for it.
No, you're gonna have nightmares.
It might be the norm now. Everybody's going to be doing it.
Yeah. All right, we'll pause on that. We're gonna get off of the video.
Nobody puked, did they? I don't want to make anybody hurl. Ralph.
No,
or
I'm
Chunks.
the only. You know what? Here, if you're accustomed to that stuff, good on you. Whatever. I don't like that stuff. I don't.
It's just too over. It's not good. I mean, there's nothing redeeming about watching it. Or
But the marketing is not. Oh, this is a great movie. It's dude, you might get sick.
how is it in theaters? And like it's got major release.
It's Terrifier 3 for those that are asking on text. All right, we'll break here. Yeah, okay, that's a good thing. 1-800-774-0093. Call in with movies you've had to walk out on, like you got sick
God.
or whatever.
Or is too scared.
Yeah.
Too scared.
Not too scared. Why you want to leave? You're in a room full of people sitting in the dark. There's some closeness there, but you can go set up. I don't know, man.
There are movies that are scary, and you just think, "Am I going to be able to handle this to the end?" Because I'm really disturbed.
That's why I'm glad I never saw the movie you were in. You were killed in it.
Yeah,
No. She was a whore that was murdered.
it's in a tiny scene.
That's a tiny.
You're still a
scene
whore
in that movie.
I was still a whore. Thank you, fat boy.
What did they give you a name, or like, are you just called whore?
Street whore.
No,
What was your name?
Trixie.
Whore. All right, we'll
Whore.
take a break and say
Whore.
goodbye to everybody. Whore.
Everybody-
Say goodbye to.
I was a streetwalker.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye. It's still sticking with you.